So now I see what happened. Over the years, they prevented me from being around the kids. They actually prevented me from mourning the kids. That's a big reason people isolated me. So, I know they talk shit to the kids about me. And yeah, I know the older ones aren't kids anymore. Pretty fucking astounding every time I see them. It's like they don't stop growing. It's like, Jesus, are you done growing yet? But it's like, I know I said I couldn't wait to see what they look like at this age, but Jesus. It's like, but they're indifferent to me too now. And then the other ones, their parents are doing the same thing. And the fucked up thing is not one single motherfucker in this family, not one, has been there for me. And you wanna know something? The day after I almost got abducted was Thanksgiving. I was going up to have dinner at my uncle's like we usually do. I told my mom and dad and brother about what happened, and they never said a word. They never even replied to me about it. They never said anything about it. I had to just say it, and then it was like dead silent. Like a fucking weird dead silent, like they already knew. Like, it was just weird, like they already knew that it was gonna happen. Cause like a lot of times when you already know something, you don't react to it. And I know that you can like react in shock, but come on, all three of them didn't say a single word. And then after that, a couple months later, I see my little cousin at the store, and he acts like he hasn't seen me in years, but like a look of relief on his face. And then he like high fives me and is laughing like, well, he went to high five me, but when I went to high five him, like some reason my hand just stopped like mid, and then I just put it down because I don't know, it's like something that threw me off. And then like when he went to walk away and I was walking away, we turned and then just stared at each other. And he just looked like happy. Like that I was still there. Like, he knew. Like, he this cult ass family brainwashed everyone into hating me, all because I spoke up about what happened to me. That's what I've seen. Like, I'm so glad that the internet exists. The whole, like, getting into AI and doing all that extra bullshit is unnecessary and fucking dangerous. But, shit. I can't even imagine if I never had the internet, because I would never know anything. I would be so ignorant. I would still be so confused. Shit, I probably would have fucking committed suicide by now. It was like, hopefully that doesn't get censored. I don't know how YouTube's rules will work exactly. I'm not saying that I am or going to. I'm saying life has got hard before. So if YouTube wants to censor or whatever, I don't know if that will be helpful saying that or not. But I wouldn't know anything. I wouldn't know all this spiritual shit. Excuse my language. I wouldn't know about the gang stalking. I wouldn't know about the trafficking or the grooming. I wouldn't know about a lot. I wouldn't know that other people go through the same things. I wouldn't know that I wouldn't even know what a narcissist is. There's so many things that this has helped me with gaining knowledge. It actually saved my life. Because no damn way, if it was back in the day, am I going up to the damn library, going through thousands of books looking to research shit. And I don't got a lot of people around me to, like, share their experiences with, get more experiences with, just, live life, I guess. But, my face supposed to be like this. But the main thing I just wanted to talk about, I hope God's gonna let me live for a long time. And part of me doesn't want to, but that's only because of how evil and sick the world is. I've always wanted to live for a long time. I've always wanted to experience the world that God intended for us to be. I don't know what the hell happened. Excuse me again. I don't know what happened with the Adam and Eve story and this and that, and I believe in Kundalini, and I believe that Adam and Eve is the story of Kundalini. I don't know what went wrong. But I don't feel like this world is supposed to be like this. This isn't what this was supposed to be. So, but I just want everyone to know that if something happens to me, it's most likely because of my traffickers. I don't want to be on the news, but if something happens to me, it was Tony and Percy. And Erica. There's a lot of things that they were saying to me when I was younger. I don't know if Percy's gonna be involved because I already called him out. Like, he's already, being investigated at this point, as far as I know. At least I don't know if he's being investigated really. I just know I reported him to the police because of what was going on. And I know that Amelia is dying. But I wouldn't doubt she had anything to do with it. I know that she did. She had everything to do with everything. I mean, she's the Jehovah's Witness. She's the top matriarch, the cult leader. She had my mom's brother killed. So that way he didn't tell my mom who her real dad is. He was gonna come up and talk to her and tell her. And a month before he was supposed to come up, yeah, that story wasn't like, she knew everything. And the way that Amelia has talked over the years, you can tell. She's the one got me thinking and fucking saying shit. She's the one that's got my mind, like, thinking about doing all this crazy shit if I could. Just within the last couple of years, she's like, that's why Tony won't eat her food. Not only because of her animals, but he's fucking scared that she's gonna poison him. It's funny. She's talked about it. That shit was funny. She's like, I wish I could just put a little something in his food. Oh, yeah, same here. But, see, I knew that after my dad died, things were going to get worse, but people were going to start dropping like flies. And I knew that. Even my mom said it. There's just a feeling in the air that people are gonna start like dying left and right. Usually they go in threes, but the three already passed. My dad, my nephew's grandma, or his great grandma, and then my mom's adoptive uncle's wife. I guess she would be my adoptive aunt, I guess. My grandpa's brother's wife. So, but, yeah, like I said before, there was a couple years where people were dying non-stop. My dad actually wrote a whole list down. And it got to the point where I think he just gave up on the list and it ended up getting lost, but we lost track of how many there was. There was so many. Like every week. It got to the point where I didn't even go to my first cousin's grandpa's funeral because I was so distraught with how many funerals we were going to. And I kind of wish that would happen in this family. I hope everyone gets the karma that they deserve. And I'm sorry, I am spiritual, and yeah, I'm not supposed to be like wishing death on anybody. But when it comes to the fact that you are endangering on purposely, for a sick, evil, demonic agenda through which the Jehovah's Witnesses will allow and defend a whole freaking religious organization. When you are sitting here doing this, I can't let these kids go through what I went through. The whole 2 witness rule, look that up. Look up Jehovah's Witnesses 2 witness rule, if you don't know it. And then think about the fact that I'm being stalked by Jehovah's Witnesses. And everybody in this freaking town has had close connections with my family all this time. No. These people are not with God. And you want to know something? Jehovah's Witnesses is the ones that brought me and made me know God. So I am grateful for them. Because if I didn't have my grandma sitting there doing Bible studies with me all the time, I do believe a lot of the stuff in the Bible. I absolutely do. But God's the one that pulled me away from Jehovah's Witnesses. Don't you think that if that was the right religion, he wouldn't have pulled me away? Everyone's like, oh, there's only one religion. There's only one real religion. Full of crap. Everyone's got their versions of it. It's already been said before in history class that religions have come from one and then they got trickled down because everybody decided to take their stories and then interpret it into their own way. and this and that, and that's how all these religions came to be. On top of the fact that Satan is pretending to be God, so then he had all this be done because, you know, Satan sure rampant through Christianity, huh? I don't trust any of the religions, really. The only one that I trust the most is Buddhism, and that's only because I've actually experienced karma, past lives. I have not seen anything future life. I do have premonition dreams. I've had past life dreams. There has been a lot of things that added up with Buddhism, but I'm not gonna say I'm a Buddhist. I'm not gonna say anything like that. I'm not gonna say I sit and daily study, from their religion and stuff. God tells me what he needs to tell me. I really believe that as long as I'm trying to do better every day and I listen to him, he's gonna show me what I need to know. I don't need to know about all these stories. The only thing that I can say about these stories is that they did add up. They did add up to now. It's like they're all stories of real life events that happen all the time. So it's kind of like just lessons. Like if you were to read a book at school and then they'd be like, oh, now do an essay on this book. What did you learn? What was the purpose of this? So, I wasn't planning on talking this long anyways. If I end up unalived, it's because of them. And I want everyone investigated. But I want everyone to know that there's not going to be a single person in this family that you can trust to tell the truth. Because they all went against me after I spoke up. And I've been gaslit through the whole thing. Not one single person in my family was there for me through any of this. And I want everyone to know that. So don't expect them to be there for me if I end up in a ditch somewhere. They don't care now. They're not gonna care then. If anything, they'll be relieved. I'm gonna get off here. I just want to document this because even though, like I said, they say not to be scared, not to live in fear, I am.